Hello. Welcome back to another Wednesday night Q&A. You all know the drill by now. I'm just going to get myself set up over here. Looks like the video is still not on. There it is. Okay, great. And we will get this moving so I can see the chat. As always, let me know when you are here. Not sure what's happening with my hair there. That's okay. Everything's fine. We're fine. All right. Howard is here. Hello. You guys know I love hearing about the weather wherever you are, so let me know what's going on. It was snowing again in Cleveland this week. Not loving that. Norm says it's rainy, but 70 degrees in Mississippi. Not bad. I would take the rain if it meant not being 30 degrees. Oh, there's everybody. Okay, Jeff is here. AJ, Sydney, Brett, Joe, Aaron. Hi, everybody. Jeff is here. Mike, NYC is here. 55 degrees. Is the Q&A going to be every other Wednesday? That's kind of the schedule I'm accidentally on right now. Sorry about that. Things are just a little weird over here. You may have noticed that Tamara is not here right now. She is just out for a while, so things are just a little more hectic than usual, and I am a little busier than usual. So right now it's looking like every other week, but I'll be sure to let you guys know. If I ever won't be here, I will post on the community tab. All right, Sydney says 61 degrees in Little Rock. Nice. Yeah, the Guardians won. How about it? Of course, on the day of the home opener, when I went to watch them, that was when they lost. So it's fine. Everything's fine. We'll just keep saying that. It's the theme of the day. G Money is here and Jared is here. Hey, everybody. Tim says snow and then 70 this weekend. Welcome to Ohio. And wow, yeah, accurate. Chris is here and Annette. John is here. Hello, 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 everybody. Deborah did not get a notification. I've been noticing that too. It's a little finicky. Sometimes the notifications go out and sometimes not so much. So if you're here, thank you. Frayden is here. Yes, we do have a chat tonight. So if anyone has cord cutting questions, we can jump right into it. I think the big news of the week so far is Netflix losing subscribers for the first time in a decade or so. Not great. They lost 200,000 subscribers for the quarter, which they were not expecting. So curious what you all think. Have you kept your Netflix subscription? Did you cancel or downgrade when the price hike went into effect? They were blaming things like password sharing and, of course, competition from other streamers for the drop in subscribers. But curious what you all think, so let me know in the chat. Howard says, thought I saw you during the highlights of the Guardians opener. I was on the Jumbotron a couple of times, so maybe. I was with my little group of friends, and the first time that they showed us, I was checking the score of the Cavs game on my phone, and apparently did not look super happy. The Cavs were losing. But the second time, I was ready for it. So yeah, you may have seen me. Jeff says, still have Netflix, but not sure why. And I think a lot of us are in the same boat. I keep saying, though, I do still like Netflix because of its original content. There are some shows on there that I do really like. And if I don't know what I want to watch, but I want something on, I can usually find a movie on Netflix. But I know a lot of others are feeling the same way as you, Jeff, where it's just a subscription that we're used to, and we don't cancel it for whatever reason. So not just you. I think a lot of people are in the same boat. Oh, Chris says I keep Netflix because it's included in my cell phone plan. That's a really good point. So there are a couple of cell phone providers that offer Netflix as a freebie, including T-Mobile. So yeah, if you're getting it for free, of course you'll keep it. Why not? Richard says, still waiting on my Tableau DVR. So Richard, not sure if you saw it. Let me see if I can find this post. We all know how this goes every time, where I can't do more than one thing at once. But if you missed it, Tableau actually sent out a notification saying that there was a delay. So there are some standards that they have to meet, and it's going to slow down manufacturing, which is going to slow down shipping of the new Tableau. So Just an FYI for you. Of course, I won't be able to find it. I will tell you, the search feature on Cord Cutters News drives me crazy because it doesn't show the most recent things first. And it's a problem I have been complaining about for a long time. So if it bugs you, you are not alone. Okay, well, in the meantime, I'll just let you know what happened. So, like I said, they have to meet these new standards, which is just slowing down the process of them being able to put together this device and ship it out. So they were planning on spring, and now they're saying it is going to be later. There is no date as of now. So we will just have to wait and see what happens. Let me see if I can... Man, I should be better prepared for these, you know? I would love to find that. There it is. Perfect. I knew we would get there eventually. You all just had to sit and watch me search for a second. So, okay, Tableau is delaying the release of this ATSC 3.0 Quad HDMI DVR. That is a mouthful. They're sending out an email, and they also have this posted on their website, just an announcement saying that whenever they first announced this, they were confident that they would be able to get this out in the spring. And now they're saying that they have these new, I'm going to read it because I'm not going to get this wording right. It says, since that time, broadcast station ownership groups have indicated their intent to encrypt ATSC 3.0 signals using digital rights management beginning as early as this summer. So just to make sure that these Tableau DVRs are going to work, they have to make sure that they are meeting all of these requirements, and it is slowing down the process, unfortunately. Let's see here. Yeah, Norm says Tableau Quad DVR has to add digital rights management chip to the motherboard. So we will stay tuned to see what the updated ship date will be for those new Tableaus. CJ says, let's all give the stream a big thumbs up tonight. I would appreciate that. I will be honest, I am having a rough week, so the thumbs up would be a personal favor for me. Thank you. Okay, NYC says, in the end, the reason why Netflix has a harder time recovering from this is because the streaming market is crowded with big names like Disney and Warner Brothers. Yeah, absolutely. And that was something that they also noted. Of course, I focused on that password sharing just because it's been kind of a hot topic lately. But yes, they did also list competition from some of these huge names as being another reason for their subscribers dropping. And they have kind of saturated the market, right? There aren't that many more people in the US especially who can or want to sign up for Netflix. So they're just not adding subscribers like they used to. All right, let me see here. Whoops, sorry, my chat is not working. There we go. Okay. Deborah says, I'll resubscribe to Netflix when Stranger Things comes back on again. Yeah, absolutely. And this is something that we talk about every week, but it's one of the best things about cord cutting. You can pause or cancel your subscription until there is something that you want to watch. And in the meantime, try something else if you want to. But something interesting about Netflix is just that it's been around for so long that I think some of us are just so used to it being a monthly bill that it's one that we don't think to pause or cancel and try something else. It's just always there. So I guess now the time has come when more of us are looking for alternatives. Have I seen Directv Stream's new guide update? It is awesome. Yeah, so Directv Stream is doing some really good stuff lately. They just launched a few new features. One that I thought you guys would be especially excited about was that they are tacking on extra time at the end of sports recordings. So if a game goes into overtime, you won't miss it. If it's recorded, it won't cut you off at that hour mark. So very cool, very excited about that. And Directv Stream has told me that they have even more stuff coming, so look forward to some more announcements from them. I have to say, the price is what really made me not want to recommend Directv Stream for a long time. But now that all of these services are kind of right at the same level, it is getting more and more attractive. So Directv Stream is a great option, a really good DVR. They have a lot of channels that people are looking for, including regional sports networks, if you're willing to pay a little more. They have really great add-on options, and I don't know, guys, it's kind of turning into the service I recommend more than others lately, which is crazy. But yeah, good for them for launching some of these new features and making some upgrades. Norm says, looking for alternatives or needing to save money in this economy. Yeah, tell me about it. So the best way to save money, I would say, is only get a live TV streaming service if you absolutely need it. Which is crazy because part of my job is recommending these live services. But I will say if you're happy with on-demand content, you don't have to pay that super high price for live TV. If you are someone who likes watching things in real time, that's a different story. And I know that sports, for a lot of us, is the big thing that we want to be able to watch live. So totally understand if you need a live service. I do too, especially during football season. But if you are happy with just on-demand content, that is a good way to save some cash. Jose says, now that the other services have increased their fees, I'm really happy with Directv Stream, especially since I have a grandfathered plan. Yeah, those of you who have those grandfathered plans, amazing. Keep them. There were some really good deals on some of those earlier plans, and I love that Directv is letting you keep them. That's amazing. But yeah, like you said, now that everyone else has kind of raised their fees up to that same level, Directv Stream is just getting more and more attractive. CJ says, the problem with Directv Stream is that they are a streaming service charging cable-like fees and taxes. Yeah, completely agree. If it's outside of your budget, totally understand. Unfortunately, the regional sports networks are on one of those more expensive packages, which is not ideal. Would love to see those on the basic package, but this just shows us once again that these RSNs are asking for so much money from streaming services to be carried. And we'll see if that lasts. I don't know. I know I keep talking about these Bally sports networks. I feel like I just say the same thing every week, but I'm curious to see if this direct-to-consumer app is going to work out for them, because if not, I can see them coming back to the streaming services and being more willing to negotiate a lower cost, but we will see. I don't know. Curious what you guys think again, so let me know in the chat. Kenneth says, I have Hulu with Live because it is $120 cheaper than cable in my area and I need live TV for locals. Yeah, unfortunately, some of us don't get our local channels with an antenna, which is another thing I talk about all the time. I am right there with you. I only get a handful of channels with an antenna, so I really love live TV streaming services for that reason. And Hulu with Live is a good one. That's the one that I usually am subscribed to unless I'm trying something else out or if I am pausing for a while, which I am right now. It's baseball season, so I'm watching things when I can, where I can. But yeah, Hulu with Live TV is a really good option. Even better now that they are offering Disney Plus and ESPN Plus. And unlimited DVR. That finally went into effect last week, so good stuff. NYC is asking about MLB games on ESPN. Yeah, it does seem like they have more than usual this year. Raymond and I were just talking about this a couple days ago. The MLB schedule is such a headache because it's now on 5 different services in addition to the regular games on RSNs. Such a headache to try and figure out where to watch. So keep an eye out for Raymond's weekly posts about where to watch MLB games. We go through the schedule together every week and figure out what channel everything is on. It's kind of a mess, but yeah, it does seem like ESPN has more. They also have a ton of NHL games coming up, so another good move for ESPN Plus. I think the more live sports they have, the better, obviously, so we will see what happens with that. A couple of you saying that you're not big fans of CNN Plus. Yeah, I've seen a lot of comments about those lately. Unfortunately, whenever people post about them in the Facebook group, things tend to get political really quickly. So I appreciate this crowd for not getting political with these comments. Just unbiased looking at this streaming service, it seems like most people are saying that it's not worth the money. So there's that. And we talked about this before it launched. We were all wondering whether or not they would have enough content to keep this going and keep people interested, and it seems like the answer is not so much. CJ says NHL is where it's at. I have to tell you, hockey is, I think, the one sport that I just haven't really gotten into yet. Part of it is because we don't have a NHL team here in Cleveland. My little brother is a huge Pittsburgh Penguins fan, so if I'm going to root for a team, I'll root for the Penguins, but not really my thing. Maybe this is the season I get really into it. We'll see. Steve, it looks like you were trying to ask a question and I didn't get to it. I'm sorry, there were a lot of comments coming in all at the same time. Oh, here you are. You asked about Philo. Has anyone mentioned that Philo has skipped the commercials on the DVR? Oh, I have not noticed that. I have Philo but don't use it super often. Do they have a commercial skip option on their DVR? That's awesome. Love that feature. If anyone else has Philo, let me know what you think about it. Roy Jones says, local channels will miss me before I miss them. I love that comment. But yeah, if you can use an antenna in your location, definitely recommend it. It is a great, cheap, and easy way to watch your local channels. Howard wants to know if there's a chance that Fubo will ever get the Turner channels back. I'm still holding out hope. And I made a very wrong prediction months and months ago about Fubo bringing back the Turner channels before the NBA season, and then I said it again before the NBA playoffs. I was wrong, clearly, but I'm still holding out hope that they will bring them back eventually, and hopefully it won't come with a big price hike, but we will see. Caleb says, never understood why CNN created a streaming service. It's redundant. Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of other people are saying also. So people are saying that the only reason they would want it is to have that live stream of CNN, which you don't get with CNN Plus. To get that, you have to sign in with either a cable or live TV streaming service with that login information. And so people were saying it's just not worth the cost. And CNN was really hoping that these big names that they were bringing and this original content that they were bringing would be enough to attract people, and it has just kind of fallen flat. Steve says you skip it to the right with one click and it goes to the next button line, no commercials. That is an incredible feature. Love that. Yeah, commercial skipping is definitely something that people love. Obviously, if we're DVRing something, then our reason is usually that we want to just skip ahead to the good stuff, so love that. Greatest thing on earth, you don't have to watch commercials. Yeah, agreed, especially whenever it's the same commercials over and over, which we've talked about many, many times over here. G-Money says, Antenna Man had a hilarious video the other day about a digital HD paperclip that works as an antenna. Yeah, if you are curious about antennas, definitely go over and check out his channel. He has really good reviews and recommendations. Let's see. Jermaine says, hope I'll be able to watch my Atlanta Braves play. This Bally Sports versus YouTube TV war has been going on for too long. Yeah, and it's not just YouTube TV either. It's kind of across the board other than Directv Stream, obviously. But yeah, again, they were just asking for so much money. I haven't seen exact numbers, but I'm very curious. I kind of want to email everybody I know at these services and try and find out how much they were asking. It's got to just be an enormous amount of money. So it just didn't make sense for the streaming services to carry them anymore. It would have meant price hikes and all kinds of other stuff. So It's unfortunate, but we will wait and see. And like I keep saying, if this Bally Sports app doesn't work out, I would not be surprised to see them lower that cost and come back to streaming. Yeah, Bill always gets great deals through T-Mobile. $20 for Philo. Yep, good stuff. And I keep saying too, if whatever your cell phone provider is, make sure that you check and see if they have any deals for you. Also, if you have a credit card, sometimes you can get really good offers for a percentage off or cash back or something. So definitely check it out. Make sure you're getting a good deal. Any news on the HBO Max Discovery merger app? Very anxious and curious to see how they're going to combine them. So not yet, and right before, or a while before the merger actually happened, we did hear that yes, there are plans to merge those two apps, but not immediately. So I think first they're leaving the two of them separate. They want to bundle them, but I think they're waiting to see how they want to do this and what the best way to go about it will be. So will they move everything to the HBO Max app? Will they move everything over to the Discovery Plus app? Will they create a new app? That's what we're waiting to see. And right now, we do not have an answer, but we're definitely keeping an eye on it. I think part of the problem, and this is something we've talked about too, so people have had issues with the HBO Max app, people have had issues with the Discovery Plus app, so I don't know that either one is the best platform for them to go with, especially when they will be adding a ton of new subscribers, a ton of new content. Can those apps handle it? I don't know. So we're waiting to see what they're going to do with it. I'm going to skip that comment that says that I'm waffling and need to get to the point. We'll just move right along. This is kind of a rapid fire Q&A, so I'm not sure what you want from me. Kenneth has HBO Max free through Cricket. That's a great deal. Yeah, definitely check. I got Discovery Plus for free with Verizon for a while, and that was awesome. And I think they did Apple TV Plus for a while too. So definitely check and see what yours offers. There was a question about Verizon Plus, but I think I missed it. Oh, Belty Cat said, does Verizon offer any free TV? So if you have a Verizon cell phone plan, that's what I have. And like I said, I had Discovery Plus, I think Apple TV Plus, and I think Disney Plus too. It's been a while. And they were limited to, I think, a year or 6 months or something. Jeff says, I second the Verizon TV question. So that's only for Verizon cell phones. I'm not sure about internet, but definitely check on the website and they should have it displayed somewhere. Discovery won't merge with HBO until next year, I think, says Subsonic. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know that we've gotten a timeline just yet, but we will keep an eye on it. Oh, here's a fun one. What do we think about Apple TV and NFL Sunday ticket deal already possibly being done? Let me see if I can if I can find this one for you. So Raymond wrote this post, and I want to make sure that I'm not getting it all wrong. Let me see if I can find it. So the Sunday ticket battle has been going on for a while, as we know. So I'll post that in the chat for you. But this week we heard from one sports reporter, and it's worth noting that we haven't seen this really confirmed by anyone else yet. But he said, my sources say that it's Apple's to lose at this point. One source told me this weekend that the deal is actually done and just being kept quiet at Apple's request. Haven't confirmed and don't know for a fact. Apple is not commenting. So that's what we know. So of course, nothing official. NFL hasn't said anything. Apple hasn't said anything. Who knows? And we've heard stories like this before from other companies. So we've heard that Amazon was the front runner. We've heard that it would be coming to ESPN Plus. We've heard Apple. We've heard everything. So until something is confirmed in a press release, I'm taking it all with a grain of salt. But Apple has the money for it, so of course they're a contender. I'm just curious sorry, it got lost for a second. I'm curious if they really have it or if this is just something that one guy heard from another guy. I don't know. So we'll wait and see. But G Money says, I wonder if Apple would raise the price if they get NFL. I'm not sure. So right now Apple is doing this MLB Friday night games, and that didn't raise the price. So I don't know if, I'm assuming that Sunday Ticket would though, because they'd be spending an awful lot of money on it. I could see it being like an add-on optional thing where you subscribe to it completely separately from everything else. But I don't know. We'll see. I have a lot of feelings about all of this, and like I said, I won't believe any of it until I get an official press release in my email. Yeah, if you have questions, please ask. I'm sorry if I miss them. I'm looking at all these comments, scrolling by pretty quickly, so if I don't answer you, please ask again. Manny wants to know which streaming service not in the US is best, and to be honest, I don't know. I will be very upfront about that. I only know about US-based streaming services because it's where I'm at. It's where 99% of our audience is, so I just don't know a whole lot about international. I will say that Hulu's whole star thing is sounding pretty great. It seems like they have a ton of content. People seem really happy with it. So, yeah, I don't really know about anything outside of the US, unfortunately. Roy says, as an Apple spokesperson, I can't deny or confirm your statement. Interesting, interesting. If you have an inside scoop, let me know. Sydney says, when we hear from the league themselves, it's all speculation. Yeah, right now everything is. We're hearing rumors left and right. We have been reporting on this Sunday Ticket thing for years now, not even months. It's been so long. And just knowing that the Directv deal was up after last season, we knew it was going to be a battle, but we've been hearing rumors about who the front runner is for so long. So we'll wait until it's confirmed. Morgan, I'm not sure what you're asking. Yeah, we should do more international content. We just don't have the people for it. Honestly, it's like me and Raymond right now, so we just don't have the people to be covering everything else. Oh, you're talking about Roku purging something, but I'm not sure what you're talking about. Are you talking about the private Roku channels? If so, go to our YouTube channel and Philip did a whole video about it. Yeah, Howard says I miss PlayStation View. I know a lot of you do. It was a really good service. I wish they wouldn't have gotten rid of it. Oh, wanting to know if Crunchyroll is still on Roku. I'm not sure, but we can check the channel store right now. And if it's on there, I will let you know. Channel store and Crunchyroll. Yeah, it's on there. Hang on one second and I will send you the link for it. All right. Yeah, you guys are talking about how much you like Friendly TV. Completely agree. Another super affordable streaming service. And they have been adding some channels lately, so good stuff. G Money says, watched a little bit of baseball on Apple TV Plus. Not bad, but can't pause it. Yeah, I really liked it. I think the quality was great. I was really happy with it. So I guess if they want to do football too, I'll hear them out. Sir Rome says, I wish they had a streaming service strictly for college sports, football, and softball. They do. I know that there are a couple, they're a little smaller, and normally we don't cover them because we just don't have the time or resources, but I think that there are some, and I wish I could think of the name right now. There was one that just emailed us recently, but I can't think of the name right now. But yes, they do exist. Morgan, you were talking about Crunchyroll. Yeah, the link that I put in the chat should take you right to the Crunchyroll channel in the Roku store. NYC says, glad that Disney didn't spend a ton to bid on Sunday Ticket and let Apple and Amazon duke it out. Disney should use that money for SmackDown on ABC. I am curious exactly how much whoever gets it is going to end up paying for it because it is a ton of money. Caleb says, speaking of another service merger, Funimation has started migrating over to Crunchyroll. They just dropped a ton of new content. Yeah, we posted not long ago about how that was all happening with them moving things over and what they were going to offer, what they were going to stop offering. So really great for anime fans, I think, because now everything is just going to be right on the same platform. So good stuff there. Jared says, the apps are kicking me out on my Fire TV. I would try restarting everything, make sure that there is not a upgrade that just hasn't gone through. You might have to like manually do an update. If it's one specific app, sometimes I recommend deleting the app and re-downloading it and seeing if that works for whatever reason. A lot of people have luck with that. And if it keeps happening with one specific app, I would reach out to their customer support, especially on social media. This is my favorite tip. If you are having issues and need customer service, I would always say go to Twitter because it's public, so they are very quick to respond to things over there. And it just seems like they're more active there, and you might have better luck than with an email that would get buried. Jeff says, don't delete Lowcast. Yeah, unfortunately, Lowcast is gone. It's a sad day for all of us. Yeah, Next Gen is launching in lots of new places. I think the 50th market just launched today. So, yeah, it is all over the country. In those posts that I do, whenever it says ATSC 3.0 has launched in whatever city, if you scroll down to the bottom of those posts, I include a link where you can go and see a map of where it is active and where it's coming next. So definitely something to check out. G-Money says, speaking of VidGo, like someone just mentioned, I never hear from them anymore. Yeah, we were just talking about that recently. So VidGo's an interesting one. I think it's just kind of a smaller team, so we don't get news from them the way that we do from others. It seems like they don't have a ton going on. I don't know if they've worked on their DVR situation or if they're still refusing to do that. I saw that their price just went up recently. I think a big problem with them is that it is a live TV streaming service, but they don't offer all the locals, just some of the locals, but the price isn't low enough like Sling where they can kind of get away with that. So I don't know, it's an interesting one. We've not heard great things from people who have subscribed to it, but I personally haven't tried it out a ton lately. I did try it out pretty shortly after it launched and kept getting booted out of the app on every device. So maybe it's time to try it again. Until then, I don't really have a strong opinion, but I will say that some of the others just have kind of better features, more channels, so we just kind of tend to talk about them a little bit more. Cinehouse is not one that I've heard of, Manny, I'm sorry. Yeah, Omaha was the 50th market, thank you. Sir Rome says Amazon Fire 6 have been having some bad update issues lately. I have not heard about that. William says, I am in the next gen area. Yeah, and like I said, you can check on that map and see if it's already in your location or if it is coming soon. They also are just much better about explaining some of that stuff than I am. Actually, let me grab that post for you and give you that link. Excuse me. I am just not great at explaining some of the more technical things around all of this, so I will just point you in that direction. So the website is watchnextgentv.com, and you'll see all kinds of stuff like the features, the frequently asked questions. So if you have a question about using ATSC 3.0, it should be answered over there. Whoops, I scrolled too much. Come back, come back. I lost my chat again. Okay, Next Gen TV is in Seattle. Yeah, it's in, like I said, 50 markets, so all over the place at this point. And there is a very convenient little map on that website that shows where it's on air, where it is launching through summer 2022, and then where it is coming later. So lots of good info on that website. William, yeah, so if you go to that website and go to the FAQ section, you should be able to figure all of this out. It is more complicated than my brain can handle at this moment or explain in this Q&A video. Any word on FIFA Plus, the free soccer streaming service? When will it be on Roku? I think it was just launching or is set to launch. I don't remember, honestly. Anything over 24 hours ago is out of my brain. Here is a post about it. One second. Let me, come on, you can do it. Website. Okay, why is this not working? There we go. All right, I will paste that in there for you since you were asking about FIFA Plus, and it should have your information. It's going to have over 40,000 matches in 2022. It is going to, oh, okay. The app is available on the web and on mobile devices. It'll be coming to more devices soon, but we don't have an exact date yet. And then adding more languages later this year. And then a quick rundown of all of the content that you will get. Frayden says, love the website, but the constant pop-ups to sign up for the newsletter is annoying. Yeah, I get them all the time too, and I don't know how to fix it, unfortunately. I have talked to our tech team about it, and I don't know what to do about it. I'm so sorry. I know it's incredibly annoying. Trust me, I'm annoyed about it too, but I don't know how to make it go away. I'll work on it. I promise. I'll keep pushing people to fix it. Eugenia says, shout out from Cleveland. Hey, how are you, neighbor? Movie Star says, thank God we have evolved past cable and satellite. Yeah, honestly, thank goodness. I have never in my adult life had a cable or satellite subscription, so I'm very happy with streaming. Do I know about Android TV boxes? So I will say that a lot of times the ones that you're seeing advertised online tend to not be on the up and up, I will say. They will come preloaded with a lot of illegal services or just a lot of junk. They are usually not authorized, and I personally do not use them and would not recommend them and would not recommend giving these people my your or my credit card number. So that is my opinion on that. Carol says, I paid $300 a month for Xfinity. Yikes! Bought a smart TV with Hulu and YouTube and Netflix. Life is better, no commercials. Love that for you. That nothing makes me happier than hearing about people saving money. So very happy to hear that. Yeah, $300 a month, that's crazy. Have I ever had cable or satellite? G Money says, really? Yeah, we did growing up. We had just basic channels growing up. I remember the day that we got a cable box and it was big news. But yeah, and then whenever I moved out, went to college, and that was, gosh, how old am I now? That was 18 years ago. Yeah, have not had cable or satellite since then. So I don't need it. I love streaming. Whenever I was in the dorms, I don't think we had anything in college, and just the basics after I moved into an apartment. And then once I moved out on my own, I was just streaming. And had an antenna. I think I've had an antenna the whole time. Love it. Just wish that I would get more channels with mine now. Let's see. Was I ever the remote? Yes, I remember those days of getting up and turning the channel. Yes, absolutely. I also had, you'll appreciate this one, Bill, I had a tiny black and white TV in my bedroom, and I used it to watch Mama's Family. Used to love that show. G-Money says, always think of streaming as a recent phenomenon, and it is, yeah. I will say I didn't really have a streaming service for a long time. I've been using Plex for a long time, and I would watch just YouTube, just for YouTube, for a long time. There are fireworks. That must mean good news for sports. I can hear them out my window. Yeah, but then as soon as Roku came out, my mom got me a Roku for Christmas one year, and it was life-changing. So, yeah. Jose is making fun of my Midwestern word usage. I love the Midwestern use of whenever for something that only occurred once at a definite time. I only use it for recurring things. I don't think about it, so I'm sorry if that's going to bug you. Howard says, had a black and white TV with rabbit ears. Yeah, same. I don't even know where that little TV came from, but I loved that thing. Oh, Bill says Mama's Family is on Logo on Philo. Good to know. Maybe I'll have to go watch again for old time's sake. CJ said, I thought that noise was your stomach growling. No, it's fireworks. I live super close to all the stadiums and everything, so I can always tell how the Guardians are doing based on how loud fireworks are. Mr. Urban World says the new CW app looks good. I have not checked it out yet, so good to know it's looking good. I will have to go use it. Oh, the Guardians won 2-1. Awesome, love that. Good stuff. Thanks for the update. I have not been checking my ESPN app. Oh my gosh, yes, Freyden, thank you so much for bringing this up. This might have been the story I've complained about most recently to my coworkers. IMDb TV changed their name to Freevee. So there's that. I will say my first reaction whenever I got this news and shared it in our group chat at work, I said it sounds an awful lot like a piracy service. And is anyone with me? Does anyone else think that Freevee sounds like one of these illegal streaming services? I don't love the name, but I do love the service and love that it's free, so I will deal with it, but I would love to know what you guys think about that name, Freevee. Let me know. A good alternative to Tubi and Crackle. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, you're talking about the CW app. Yeah, love a free streaming service over here. Absolutely. G-Money says at least no one's racing outside of your window. Yeah, I'm mostly outside of the path of the dirt bikes that we used to have to listen to during these Q&As, so thankful for that. Richard says, I predict that sometime in the future, most of the cable channels will go to OTA 3.0 due to the encryption of the signal. Yeah, yep. I would say it's a good prediction. John says, am I the only one that keeps the now defunct PlayStation View and Locast icons on my Roku? It is very nostalgic. Yeah, you've got a little museum right there on your streaming device. I do not keep them because it makes my heart sad to see Locast show up on my list. Although for some reason it still keeps showing up on my recently used apps list on my Fire TV, which is crazy because it was not recently used. But yeah, I tend to delete them pretty quickly. Did they ever explain what the name means? No, I guess it's just free TV, but shortened. I don't know. Okay, a lot of you are agreeing with me. Thank you for validating that. Yeah, I don't know. It just sounds. Don't love it. Yeah, Jermaine says sounds illegal. Yeah, agreed. Thank you. I don't know, guys. Peter says it sounds like a pirate service made up by a 3-year-old. Yikes. You know, I told everyone at work they should have consulted me on names, but at least there's no plus sign, so we've got that going for us. Frayden says, now that you say it, yes, it does. Love IMDb TV, but this name change is ugh. Yeah, completely agree. Yeah, John, I keep seeing your comment pop up about PureFlix. I have not tried that one personally. Was Freebie already copyrighted? Maybe. I'm not sure. Chris says, why not just call it Amazon TV since Amazon owns it? So I have a theory. I'm wondering if Amazon might be trying to do something else with this free streaming service. I don't know if they would potentially sell it, although I don't know that they would because I feel like there's an appeal to having a paid service, Prime Video, and a free service. Not sure. But it seems like they wanted to get rid of the IMDb name for a reason, so maybe they are separating the IMDb website from IMDb TV, now Freevee, but not sure. Yeah, they could have called it like Prime Free Plus. Then I would have been complaining even more. Frayden says maybe they knew this would be the reaction and get people talking. Yeah, honestly, maybe that was it. Oh, I could never remember what letters in what order whenever it was IMDb. Oh, that's a good point. I think I was so used to saying it that it was not an issue, but yeah, I get that. Mike says someone just add a plus on the end. Please don't. Please, please don't. John says, I like the name Freebie. Okay. Is Freebie Plus on Roku? Yes, you should be able to get Freebie on Roku. Chris says it would be crazy to sell it. It's their Paramount version of Pluto TV. Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, it makes sense to have so the Paramount way is to have a premium service, a paid service with Paramount Plus, and then the free service, Pluto TV. Excuse me, sorry. And I think that Amazon would be smart to keep those two, but not sure. We'll see. They could have called it Amazon Free Video. Yeah, it seems like they were rebranding away from the Amazon and IMDb name for a reason. So curious about what that reason is going to be. Oh, good point, Norm. That name does not officially go into effect until April 27th. Thank you. Yeah, Christopher says Peacock is the same free and paid, and they just kind of wrapped all of theirs into one. So I kind of like the way that Paramount does it with keeping them each separate and then bundling their paid services. But yeah, I see the appeal too in having everything all in one. I think I froze for a second there. Sorry if I did. That's super annoying. All right, let's just do a couple more questions and then we will call it a night. But if you have asked a question and I haven't answered yet, please ask again. And my video keeps freezing. I can see it out of the corner of my eye. Let's see here. Yeah, just a bunch of people talking about that name. I'm with you. I've been talking about it all week. Oh, Howard says I still have the PS View logo on my Fire Stick controller. Yeah, same. Philip and I talked about that not long ago, and I gathered up a bunch of my old remotes and took a picture because same, I have a bunch of outdated services on my old remotes too. Oh, yeah, Kenneth, good call out. If you have government assistance, if you're low income, you can get a discount on Amazon Prime Video. Also, students, and I think maybe military too, can get discounts on Prime Video. Have I watched Moon Knight? I have not. I wasn't sure if I was going to like that one, but I did just see that the last episode was coming out, so I don't know. It's a maybe from me, but it didn't look like something I would love. Manny says Netflix should have a free streaming service since they're losing subscribers. Well, funny you should mention it. They have talked about doing exactly that. So let me see if I can find that post for you real quick. It was the last one we posted yesterday. So Amazon had their quarterly earnings call where they went through that subscriber loss, and then they also were asked a question about what they're planning to do about that. And the CEO, Reed Hastings, said that offering an ad-supported plan would give streamers a lower-priced option, and that they were likely to do that within the next couple years. So he actually mentioned Hulu by name too, and said their setup is working for them, and that we could expect something similar from Netflix. So free or cheaper, not sure, but ad-supported either way. So there's that, after Netflix has said for years that they just had no interest in doing ad-supported. Here we are. We can expect it in the next couple years. NYC, no, your questions were great. Thank you. I feel like we had a good night. Not a lot of long pauses where we waited for more questions. So thank you everyone for all of your questions tonight and all of the chit chat about Amazon's new name and Netflix losing subscribers. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for coming back and hanging out with me tonight, and I will see you all next time.